Let's learn about some of the basic operations we can perform in Python. We can perform arithmetic operations like plain mathematics. We can use plus sign for summation, minus sign for subtraction. So if I want to do sum of two numbers, let's say 2 plus 2, I can perform it using this symbol. I can calculate 3 minus 2 and it gives me 1. Similarly, I can perform 3 multiplied by 2 and I get back 6. For division, if I do 7 divided by 2, I get back 3.5. Now in Python, there is one interesting operator. It's called Modulo operator. It's available in most other programming languages as well. So what this modulo operator does is it divides a number by another number, and whatever remainder we get, that's what is returned by this modulo operator. So if I perform 7 modulo 2, I get back 1. Python is different from other programming languages in that it also offers floor division. Floor division returns the quotient of the division operation. So if I perform floor division of 7 by 2, then I get back 3. I can raise one number to the power of another number. For that, I can use double stars. So 3 raised to the power of 2 will give me 9. Those are the arithmetic operations we can perform in Python. We have already seen assignment operator using equals sign, but there are few more assignment operations we can perform. For example, if I have a variable a with a value of 2 and I want to add 2 to this variable, I can perform that using a equals a plus 2. If I print the value of a, I get back 4. But the same operation could also be performed using a plus equals 2. So this operation is exactly equivalent to a equals a plus 2. If I run this code, you can see that it still returns 4. Now exactly similar to this, we also have shorthand notation for all other arithmetic operations and assignment. So if I have a variable b with a value of 4 and I want to multiply 2 to this number and assign that new value to the b variable, in that case I can write something like this. If I again check the value of b, it returns 8. There are few comparison operators. These are used to compare two values. We can compare numbers, string, or any other data types. So let's check them out. These are similar to what we have studied in mathematics. So for checking whether a number is less than another number, we can use this less than symbol. 4 less than 2, and we get back false. 4 greater than or equal to 4, and we get back true. This greater than or equal to and less than or equal to also verifies if a number is exactly equal to another number. We could also check if two numbers are exactly equal using 4 double equals 4. This returns true. For checking the non-equality, we can use exclamation mark and equal sign. So I can check if the two strings are equal or not. Here I am using uppercase H for one of the string and lowercase h for another string. Python values are case sensitive. That means it will also check the case of the string. So this will result in true. Now there are logical operators. These are the operators which allow us to combine multiple comparison operators. These are AND, OR, and not. This always returns Boolean result. AND operation only returns true when the two condition holds true, otherwise it returns false. If we look at the OR operation, it's little bit different from the AND operation. OR operation only returns false when the two conditions are false, otherwise it always returns true. NOT operation is exactly opposite of whatever we provided. So not false will return as true. There are few bitwise operators. These are not frequently used, but they can be useful. Every number in computer programming is represented using binary numbers. If I have a variable a with a value of 3, I can represent that number in the binary format as 0011. If I have another variable b with a value of 2, I can represent that number using 0010. So if I want to perform the bitwise AND operation for these two numbers, it will check each bit of these two numbers. Only here, where both the numbers are 1, it will return 1. Everything else will be 0. So this binary number is represented as 2. Similarly, if I perform the bitwise OR operation of these two numbers, it will return us 3. This is not particularly important in this course, but I included that only for the completeness of this course. Now there are few special operators in Python which are different from other programming languages. There is is operator, which is used to verify if the two variables are exactly the same. For example, if I have a variable num1 with a value of 2, I can check the exact memory location where this number is stored using id function. So if I try print id of num1, I get this number. If I create another variable num2 with the exact same value, and if I check the id for this new variable, you can see that it returns the exact same number. So this means Python is saving the same number in the same location and only pointing two different variables to this location. This is done by the Python compiler in order to save some memory in your system. So if I check num1 is num2, it returns true because num1 and num2 represent the exact same number. Because num1 and num2 represent the exact same memory location. If I modify one of these variables, let's say I change num2 to the value 3, and now if I check the id for this num2 variable, you can see that its memory location has been changed. If I try to verify if num1 is num2, I get back false. There is also negation of this operation. I can check that using num1 is not num2 and it returns true. I can also use in operator to find if an item is part of another variable. So let's say I have this star variable and it's assigned the value hello there. Now if I want to check if this variable contains string there, then I can use in operator. I can write something like there in star, and if I check this, you can see that it returns true. If I modify the case for this t, you can see that it returns false. So these are some of the basic operations we can perform using Python.